There are moments in life that leave a deep scar on our hearts, memories so painful that even years later, they can bring tears to our eyes. No matter how much time passes, the hurt lingers, quietly shaping the way we think, feel, and live. You may smile on the outside, but inside, a part of you still carries that wound. The truth is, you can't erase the past, but you can heal from it. Imagine looking back on those moments without the heaviness, without the anger, without the pain, just peace. Healing doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you take intentional steps to reclaim your heart and mind. In this video, we'll explore powerful, life-changing methods to help you release the grip of your most painful memories, find meaning in your past, and step into a future filled with light, strength, and serenity. 1. Acknowledge the pain. When painful memories from the past surface, many people instinctively push them away. They distract themselves with work, entertainment, or constant busyness in an attempt to avoid confronting what hurts. This avoidance may seem to work for a while, but the reality is that suppressed emotions don't disappear. They stay buried, only to resurface unexpectedly, often in more intense ways. Acknowledging your pain is the courageous act of turning toward it, rather than away. It is looking at that memory without denial and saying, "Yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt me deeply." Acknowledgement does not mean reliving the trauma or drowning in sorrow. Instead, it means creating a safe space in your mind and heart to gently examine the memory without judgment. You allow yourself to feel the emotions you once resisted, whether they are sadness, anger, betrayal, or loss, because healing requires feeling before releasing. Pretending something didn't happen keeps you stuck in a silent battle with yourself. By naming your pain and bringing it into the light, you begin to loosen its grip over your life. A helpful way to acknowledge the pain is through reflective writing. When you put your thoughts on paper, you create distance between yourself and the memory, giving you clarity. You may also speak to a trusted friend or mentor who will listen without judgment. Acknowledging your pain doesn't weaken you. It empowers you because it's the first step toward reclaiming control over your emotional well-being. 2. Find the hidden lessons. Every painful experience, no matter how devastating, contains a seed of wisdom. These lessons may not be immediately visible, especially when the wound is fresh, but with time and honest reflection, you can begin to uncover them. This is not about justifying what happened or pretending that pain is somehow good. It is about recognizing that even in the worst moments, there is an opportunity for personal growth. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me about life, people, or myself? Sometimes the lesson is about boundaries. Perhaps the event taught you not to trust blindly. Other times, the lesson is about strength, realizing that you survived something you once thought would break you. It may have deepened your empathy, helping you understand the struggles of others more profoundly. Lessons also often come in the form of clarity about what you truly value. A betrayal might show you the importance of loyalty. A loss might reveal the preciousness of time. These insights are the gifts that come from suffering. Gifts you would never have sought, but which, once received, can shape your future decisions in powerful ways. Finding the hidden lessons allows you to reframe your narrative. Instead of being the person who was broken by the past, you become the person who was strengthened by it. This shift in perspective not only reduces the emotional weight of the memory, but also transforms it into a source of wisdom that you carry forward. 3. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as excusing wrong behavior or pretending that an offense never happened. True forgiveness is neither of these. It is the deliberate choice to release the bitterness and resentment that bind you to the person or situation that hurt you. Holding on to anger or resentment keeps you emotionally tied to the very thing you want to move beyond. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself, not necessarily reconciling with the one who caused the harm. Forgiving others can be deeply challenging, especially if they never apologized or acknowledged their wrongdoing. In such cases, it helps to remember that forgiveness is not a gift to them. It is a gift to yourself. By letting go of resentment, you release the toxic energy that has been living inside you. This creates space for peace, joy, and new beginnings. Equally important is self-forgiveness. Many people blame themselves for things they could not control or for mistakes they made when they didn't know better. Carrying guilt is like walking with a heavy chain around your neck. It wears you down over time. To forgive yourself, acknowledge your humanity. You are allowed to make mistakes. What matters is that you learn from them. Remind yourself that your past actions do not define your entire identity. One practical approach to forgiveness is visualization. Imagine placing the hurt, anger, or guilt into a small box. See yourself setting it down and walking away. In doing this, you signal to your mind and heart that you are ready to release what no longer serves you. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it breaks the emotional chains that keep you prisoner to it. 4. Surrender through prayer. There are wounds so deep and memories so heavy that human effort alone cannot fully heal them. This is where surrendering through prayer becomes a profound and transformative practice. When you place your pain in the hands of Allah, you acknowledge that you are not alone in your struggle. Prayer becomes the bridge between your burdened heart and divine mercy. Surrendering through prayer is not about passively waiting for the pain to vanish. It is an active, conscious turning toward the Creator with trust and humility. You admit that some things are beyond your understanding and control, and that only Allah's wisdom and guidance can bring the complete healing you seek. In moments of prayer, you can speak openly, express your grief, your anger, your confusion, knowing that Allah hears every word and feels every tear. One of the most powerful aspects of prayer is that it shifts your focus from the pain to the presence of Allah. This shift brings a sense of inner calm, even if the situation hasn't changed. Over time, the act of regularly surrendering your memories to Allah lightens your emotional load. You begin to see your past not as a cruel punishment, but as a part of a divine plan, designed to guide you toward greater strength, patience, and reliance on Him. In addition to formal prayers, dhikr, remembrance of Allah, can help quiet the mind and bring peace to the heart. Repeating phrases such as Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil, Allah is sufficient for us and He is the best disposer of affairs, serves as a constant reminder that you are never carrying your pain alone. Surrender through prayer transforms your suffering into an opportunity for spiritual closeness and renewal. 5. Replace pain with gratitude. Once you have acknowledged your pain, learned its lessons, forgiven where needed, and surrendered your burden to Allah, you create an emotional space within yourself. The question then becomes, what will you fill it with? If you leave it empty, negative thoughts and old wounds may creep back in. The most powerful way to protect this newfound space is by filling it with gratitude. Gratitude shifts your mental focus from what was lost to what remains, from what hurt you to what has blessed you. This is not about denying the reality of your pain, but about balancing it with the reality of your blessings. For example, Instead of dwelling on the betrayal of one friend, you appreciate the loyalty of another. Instead of fixating on an opportunity you missed, you give thanks for the ones you have now. Practicing gratitude rewires your brain to notice the positive. Research in psychology has shown that consistent gratitude practices increase happiness, reduce stress, and improve overall mental health. Spiritually, gratitude is a form of worship, a way of recognizing the countless gifts Allah has given you, even in times of hardship. To make gratitude a habit, you might keep a daily journal, listing 3 things you are thankful for each day. You could also speak your gratitude aloud during prayer, acknowledging both the big and small blessings in your life. Over time, this practice replaces the emotional residue of pain with a renewed sense of hope and contentment. Acts of kindness are another way to anchor gratitude in your life. When you help others, you not only express thankfulness for what you have, but also create positive experiences that can replace painful memories. These acts need not be grand. Simple gestures, like offering a smile, lending a hand, or listening to someone in distress, can bring joy to others while reinforcing your own healing journey. Replacing pain with gratitude ensures that your past no longer defines you. Instead, your present becomes filled with appreciation, generosity, and the quiet strength that comes from knowing you have risen above your pain. Healing from painful memories is not about forgetting. It's about finding peace within yourself and trusting Allah's wisdom in every chapter of your life. If today's message touched your heart, let it be a turning point for your journey. On Pious Deen, we share reminders that uplift your soul and strengthen your faith. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Before you leave, write this prayer in the comments. Ya Allah, grant my heart peace and heal the wounds I cannot speak of. May Allah bless you with comfort, strength, and endless mercy.